It's finally here, the announcement trailer for Halloween the game. Unbelievable. It has been a rumor for so long, and we know it was coming at some point. We just didn't know when. And of course, there's a little controversy involved, as it is confirmed that Gunn is working on this game with IllFonic. Of course, know how TCM ended. We know how even Friday the 13th ended. I know the lawsuit wasn't technically their fault, but there was still some other things they were not handling perfectly. Let's be honest, though. I'm not saying we're forgiving them, but most of us are going to buy this game. Let's just be real. Halloween 78, my favorite horror movie of all time. Maybe not my favorite franchise. There's some hit or misses, but some of my favorite to watch for sure. Regardless, enough of the app. If you end up enjoying this video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course, hit the bell notifications, as whenever this game comes out, we are going to be playing it. Regardless, let's get into it. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm not going to talk through the rest.
A quiet town, just like hundreds of other small towns all across America. A town just like yours. But it was here on October 31st, 1963. No motive, no warning, no provocation, just senseless death. I met him 15 years ago. I thought there was hope, that he could be reached. But what I met was not a child. No emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning. It wasn't just a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down.
He was going to reach it. Come on, we have to go.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Come on, you can't tell me you're not hyped, of course. Boo! Of course, IllFonic, I still respect the hell out of them. They keep their games alive as long as possible. They're great with cosmetics, so honestly, them working together again, this could be a goated game, right? IllFonic working on the cosmetics, the challenges, the grindables, what keeps you playing the game, and then Gunn's core gameplay design. It is a winning combo. We have seen it be a winning combo, and of course, I am beyond hyped. The fact that it's also a single-player experience, I don't know if it's going to be all in one, $70 for both, I'm in. $40 for an asym, $30 for a single player, that's basically what the breakdown would probably be. Absolutely in, and I can't believe it. Of course, you can tell that this trailer, well, in my opinion, this trailer, it feels very asym style. I don't know if this is the single player aspect of it or what we're looking at, but this definitely just looks like a Survivor character running along. We'll mute this real quick. Yeah, I mean, I'm hyped. You could tell what the house is as well. It definitely seems very Friday the 13th-ish, right? Like you have all those cabins you go into versus a TCM where there is a lot of like gaps and crawl spaces kind of vibe, where this one does seem to be like you're going through all the different houses trying to find a way to escape. It is a little strange being in like, obviously a suburbs or whatever, because, you, in theory, the way to beat Michael is just walk down the sidewalk until you finally get to the police station, right? So I don't know if it's going to be like a gated off community, kind of similar to like H2O perhaps, but definitely hyped for this. The game looks pretty damn good, I must say. I will say Michael Myers kind of walking around like he's got a peg leg, but hey, this looks like a great, great game. Unbelievable. Obviously, we don't know if it's going to play well, but everything from what I've seen in this trailer, it's full-on hype. The hype train is rolling off the tracks at 500 miles per hour. It is absolutely insane. It's not really much more to it. Obviously, you could probably go super deep dive. Like, you see those leaves right there? That's a trap for Michael. If he steps on that leaf, he's going to slip, break his neck, and dies. Which, of course, evil never does. Of course, the Michael voice, or the Loomis voice, I should say, not the Michael voice. There better not be a Michael voice. What do we got? Rob Zombie out here. But, of course, the Loomis voice, yeah, I mean, it's not great, but they're trying, I suppose. They can't exactly raise the dead. But, I thought maybe with some AI technology, we could do a little bit better. But either way, the music, the fact that they even have Loomis, it seems, the fact that John Carpenter seemingly is involved. I mean, his name's on it. Maybe it's just his name. And of course, the fact that I do, like, as much as I'm not a huge fan of Gunn lately, I feel like Ilphonic is like the caretaker of Gunn. It's like, well, if Ilphonic's there, okay, he'll behave himself. If his mother's there on the school trip chaperoning, he'll behave himself. But if he's not there, no, I can't trust this guy. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna steal the bus driver's keys and take the bus. But of course, with everything I'm seeing right now, this moment, I'm hyped. I believe. I'm a believer. And please let this game last more than like a year. That's all I ask. Of course, let me know what you guys think. If you're as hyped as I am, Halloween, the IP. I know there's going to be a lot of people talking about Gunn and, they abandoned TCM for this game. Well, that could be true. I just don't think you abandoned a moneymaker. I think TCM was either not making them enough money or was losing them money, and they moved on. I think they could easily hire more people. A lot of the work, I would say, at that point in time for TCM was really the work they were pushing off to different developers. They already had a lot of the concepts made. It's just the developers, Black Tower, wasn't delivering what they were already developed. They already had the concepts. They just needed them implemented, bug fixes implemented. It just wasn't working, costing them too much money. They moved on with this game. So while I agree them having Halloween is probably why they ended TCM, I also don't think TCM would be here 5 years from now if they didn't land Halloween. I just don't think they were making money, simply put. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you guys think. Either way, I'm hyped. Hopefully you're hyped. Let me know what you think. The fact that there's a single-player experience tied in, I was wanting the single-player experience the whole time, while I really wanted the ASIM as well, but I was like, if I had to choose between one, it's tough because I know the ASIM lasts longer, like it's more replayable, but I've always wanted a single-player Halloween experience. The fact that we're getting both is unbelievable, and I can't wait. Did it even say when? I think it was just wishlist, which 26, okay. Kind of expected it to be a 26 release, which is fair enough. We're already pretty damn late into 25. What month are we talking about, though? Are we talking October? Are we talking August? I would say August, September, even though there's a lot of games that come out during then, would be best. Maybe July. I know it's not quite the Halloween feel, but I think that's a good month to release. So then hopefully you can have the game polished in time for October, and then you have those October sales and people buy the game because of that, whatever it may be. Anyways, the yap is over. I'm hyped. Keep the comments going. We can reply. We can talk. I don't know what else to say. See ya.